Are you all ready?
Yeah.
So excited. We're going to start at the bottom and work our way up today. So we're going to start.
Yay.
I'm going to be in a chair today instead of on the floor, but you can be on your mat or you can be sitting in a chair. I just find like I can get to my feet better if I'm sitting in a chair than when I'm on the floor. I don't know why. It's just how I feel. So if you have a tennis ball, if you don't have a tennis ball, no big deal. We're not going to use it as a tool for massage. We're going to use it as a passive way to release the muscle tension. So the very first thing that I would like for us to do is, if you are sitting in a chair, to put, or sitting on the ground, doesn't really matter. Let me show you. I'm going, let me make this different. I'm going to put it right here, not on my sit bone, but right underneath where the what Colleen calls your smile, your gluteal smile. But if you reach up there, you can feel that bone. I want to come down onto the thigh, underneath that, where the hamstrings connect in. So I'm going to start up a little high, and I'm just going to put that underneath that thigh and just let my leg hang on it. I'm going to take my other foot and I'm going to cross it over, or any way that I can get to that foot. I'm going to put some lotion on my hands. And I'm just going to just give myself a nice little lube up my foot. Just lube up your foot. Oh my gosh, there's so many cracks in my heel and my toes, my big toe. Okay, can everybody see my foot? All righty. Oh, let me see. Okay. All right.
I'll see you one foot and raise you another.
Okay, and I'll see you. Here we go. The top part of your toes, the top pads of your toes are your brain and your head. So we're just going to just do a little circular massage on the top of each pad of those.
On the back, right? On the
back.
Yeah, okay.
So today we're just going to do some of those reflexology points and do some massage on them. And of course, sinus immediately opens up. It starts to run.
Grab the Kleenex.
Grab the Kleenex. So just those pads, just get in there. And then as you come down a little bit to the meaty part of the toe, just give those a nice little rub. And I'm rubbing both the front and the back. Mostly I'm focusing on the back, but my thumb is on the front part, just holding that. And as you come down that area a little bit, you get a little bit more into the sinus area. And it's all 5. Unless you happen to be a lucky person with 6 toes. I danced with a woman who had 6 toes. Her balance was incredible. And then if you come down to where the toe and that little, where the joint is in that toe, not where we get into the foot part yet, but still into the joint, and you rub each of those joints. Yes, that one's a little sore. Neck tension, neck. So the bottom of our foot is really your body. I think I've said that before. And also in reflexology, the ear becomes almost a replica of the body. And then just put your fingers between your toes if you can. Give them a nice little spread.
Oh,
And then just pull each toe. Just give it a nice little pull. Pull and release. Pull and throw the energy. Pull and just. Now we go from the little toe to the little toe next toe. Right on the pad of the foot, right underneath that pad, that's the ears. Just give those a nice little rub in there. And then as you move to the next two toes, that pad underneath the joint, that's the eyes. Ah, an eye strain, anything. That's a nice place to rub. And then the area, I'm going to draw a circle around my area here. All of this underneath that, and then over by the toe, here, right in there, lungs. Lungs and heart. Check your shoulders that they're not holding tension.
oh, thank you.
Might want to move your head right and left just to make sure you're not holding any tension there. Check your breath. Then come down just a little bit where that pad underneath the foot is, where it starts to drop into that arch. Just right above that is your diaphragm.
How are you?
Little tums in there.
I need to speak with
And
you.
it does come down a little bit further, you're into the liver. And just rub that whole arch area. You've got liver, kidneys, gallbladder. That arch, you can use both hands to do that.
Also, yes, and if there's any change, I'll give you a call.
As you move down just a little farther before you get to the heel, that inner place right in here, there's your small intestines. If you just go around in that area here, da 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 da, you got your large and small. And then if you get to the heel area, right in the center of that heel, there's your sciatica. There's all that pain that might be in your lower back.
Oh,
Find a spot that's kind of sore at all. Just give some.
wow.
You found a place? Did you find a place that's sore? Judy?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, ow. Ooh.
Much for not for expressing that, not holding that. So just for you to know, if you take your hands and you put it right above that pad right there, that's from here up, shoulders to head. Middle is abdominal area. Heel is the pelvic area of the body. Just knowing that, you don't have to really totally know everything else about all the little, where the pancreas is and where the colon is and all of that. If you're just having problem with digestion, rub your arch of the foot, the belly. Pain, sciatica, nerve, tension in the pelvis area at all, tight hips, that's the heel. Headaches, go to the toes. Sinus, go to the toes. All right, let's go to the front of the foot and just go in to those areas that are between each of those toes. Go into the valleys. Just get down into that valley.
Oh, gosh.
And and then just follow the foot up and give you a nice massage to the ankle bones. Open breath. And then release. I could spend all day on my feet. I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to put it underneath my other leg. I'm going to re-lube my hands so I can give my other foot a good old lubrication.
The ball goes on the opposite hip that you're working on the foot, correct?
Exactly, Judy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start at the top of each toe and work my brain and my head. A little circular massage. Each toe, when you get done with all those little 5 piggies. I was trying to remember the song. This little piggy went, I can't remember.
Market.
I remember this little piggy had roast beef, this little piggy had none, this little piggy, but I don't remember all of them. Does anybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home, and this little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And the little one went wee all the way home.
Yeah, I needed to know that. Okay, so we go down the pad a little bit into the sinus area, kind of the middle of that first joint. Then I go down a little further, go into my neck. I think I'll move my neck while I do that. And then I go to the place on the pad for my little toe and the toe that didn't have any roast beef. And I'm just going to run across that area there. Take a breath. Remember, your hands are loving, full of loving, kind energy, healing energy. Going into the next 2 toes area in the top of that pad. Those are your eyes. That's your eyes. Just with our ears. And then I'm going to do my pad, a pad area for my heart and lungs. And then I'm going to move down into the arch of the foot down in the abdominal area. There are my liver, my pancreas, my spleen. Kidney. Get down there and get a good, oh, that's good. I'm gonna go to the lower part of my arms and work on my intestines, small and large, colon. Oh yeah, I find a little knot right there. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of extra attention. And then I'm gonna go to my heel, working on any tension in my pelvic area. I'm going to come to the front of the foot, work the valleys between. Oh, I forgot to put my fingers between my toes. We'll do that as soon as we do this one. That's so good. Okay, let's spread those toes apart a little bit. Fingers in between. Okay, we'll be able to go to the studio and sign up for Massage with Erica. She's taken over one of the massage there. We could sign up. Erica, who teaches the hot yoga classes.
Okay.
She used to. Does she still do it? I don't know. Sweet little thing. And then down into that ankle. Okay. Whoop, my ball just dropped. Take your ball, put it in the belly of the thigh muscle and of the opposite leg, and bring your knee across, however you want to do that. It could be here if you're on a mat, or you can bring your knee up, however you would like to get into the knee. So what we're going to do, is add some more oil. Unless you can't bear your legs, of course, you can just use your cloth. I'm just going to give myself a nice little lubrication on my calf. And I'm going to pull the muscle up toward the knee and onto the side. You see that big bone right there?
Yeah.
Go to either side of that bone and just get that nice little massage. I'm going to continue coming up, and on the side of the knee, I'm going to do some circular massage. And then I'm going to come up to the top of the knee and do a little bit of massage at the top. Get any oil if you need to relube anytime. I'm going to take my hands and put them around like I'm going to hold my knee. I'm going to take my thumbs and I'm just going to follow the bone around. And then I'm going to come to the back of the knee, just holding it, letting the knee hang and dangle. Just kind of do a little pumping action behind the knee. Also for the lymph system as well. And release. Take the ball, put it in the belly of the other leg muscle. And let's move our lower leg up into the knee, lube it up. And just bring muscle up into the knee. Ah, lift it. Gravity does so much on all our muscles, always going down. Obviously, as I age, muscles in my face are reaching toward the floor every day. And then I want to find the part, that little circular area right below. This is called the tibia, right here, that big bone, and I'm on either side of it, right below the knee. There's kind of a little indent there. And then I move up a little further to the side of the knee. You can find that, you can feel those little ridges and valleys. Get in there. Then I'm just going to keep coming around the knee until I get to the top. And then I'm going to grab my knee, keep my thumb, and I'm going to just come from the top of my knee over the mountain, over Daughter's Pass, down. Oh. I'm going to put my hands underneath. I'm just going to let my hand dangle. I mean, my knee dangle. My hands aren't dangling. Oh, and release and shake out the hand.
Oof.
Okay. I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to turn my, I'm not going to sit on the ball on the side. I'm just going to come a little bit off of it. So I'm going to let my fat cheek hang off that ball.
Okay.
Put my hands to my belly. I'm just going to do a nice little abdominal massage. So I start on the right and I go up, I cross over the middle, and then I come down on the left. Come up on the right, over the transverse colon, and the descending colon down on the left. Up on the right, over and down. Up on the right, over and down. Then I'm just going to go into the center of that circle I just created and just get in, trying to get underneath all that cellulite that's in my belly right now, underneath all of that, and really kind of as if this was bread. And before it was, and it's yeasty and it's going to rise, and I want to get in there and kind of knead it out. So I'm going to grab my fat and kind of move it around. I'm going to grab my love handles, but maybe that's a better way of saying it. Lovely ladies. Then take the ball and kind of slide it to your other cheek. Just let it rest down on it. I'm going to take a little bit of lotion. And I'm going to go to that area underneath my clavicle on both sides. Cross my hands over. Just, sign language for bird. Here we go. On our chest. You have space in the neck area. Is your head floating? Is your belly tense? Have we relaxed it? Can we let our diaphragm be open, free, flowing? Take the hands, uncross them. We did here. Uncross them, and then just come to the back of the neck. We're going to go from the shoulders, out part of the shoulders, up toward that little pivot place right in the at the skull. Out. 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 And then to the sides of the neck, up, underneath the ear, and a little massage right at the jaw. Ah. And then down to the shoulders, up through that sternoclavicoid, whatever, I can never remember the whole name of that muscle, and up into the head. And look what I'm doing here now at the neck. So instead of doing both hands, I'm going to do one hand, then the other hand, then one hand. So I'm also letting my head relax. And as I'm doing massage, I'm just trying to release some tension in my neck at the same time. So kind of the head kind of rocks and rolls. And grab your ears. Ah, just give them a nice hold. Take your hands, put your thumb on your, like right underneath the ear, put your fingers on your, near your forehead, and let your thumbs press up. So you're trying to lift the skull off the neck and let the shoulders relax down the back. We're not pinching the shoulders together, we're just letting them fall. We're just lifting the skull a bit off of the neck. Of course, this is really great when someone else does it to you. And release. Shake out the fingers. Take a little bit more lotion on your hands. Give yourself a nice little hand massage and wrist. Ah, what a great way to start our day. Starting with Allison. Was everybody in Allison's class? Ivy, were you in Allison's class this morning?
I wasn't, no.
Beautiful. If you're free on Wednesdays at 8:15, she does a really beautiful healing class. So you might want to put that on your schedule as well if you have time. It's really
Yeah, I'll have to try it.
If it's in your practice, hands to heart center. Wednesdays, what a special day. Thank you all for coming today. I so appreciate your energy and your focus. And it's great having a rub down with you. Thank you.